Hola, hola, hola. How are you?
Hi.
Sorry, I am still trying to figure out what's going on here. My systems are falling off for some.
No, it's this rain and cold weather and everything.
I know, and I have a new router. I put in a new router
Oh, okay.
because it was messing up, and so it's like all over the place, and I don't like it. So okay, now I have it. Okay, so finally, okay, Tejano Connects TV is back on. All right,
Okay.
cool. So everybody should. Hey, you know what? We've got somebody that's really cool today. I'm really liking this person. I mean, despite the fact that she treats me like garbage, but she's just.
No, she does not. Stop.
I'm just playing. I just please. No. She's great. She's wonderful. And to be honest with you, I've been with her in the inception of her coming into the business, and to see her grow is just. It's pretty awesome. It is
Yeah.
pretty freaking awesome. And I mean, to the steps that she's taken and where she's moving to is just incredible. And so I'd really I can't I cannot put into words how proud I am of this person. you
Oh,
know
I know you are. I
yeah,
know you are.
yeah, she's really a very special person, very talented person. But anyway,
Yes.
with that being said, I'm biased, of course, because I'm really
It's
close.
okay. I'm right behind you. I
So
second it. So
you
you're good.
second. There you go. Okay, that's the way it is. So let's just go ahead and run that intro and bring in the one and only, the West Texas sweetheart herself, Joanna Rae. Ah, sorry. Look at her. Yay! Welcomes,
What?
welcomes,
You're gonna
welcomes.
start off this show? You're gonna start off the show with me crying. That's what's gonna happen.
Why?
Aw.
No, it's true.
Because
It is.
no, I
It
thank
is.
you for everything. You've been like a true guide on this journey. So we've grown together, and I feel like it's been an amazing journey. It's been so great, and I'm so excited for the future because we have a lot to do.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot to do, and we've. I remember when we first got together. When I first saw Joanna, by the way, it was just by happenstance. She was. I was actually at the destination with Sunny Sauceda.
Mhm.
And the owner, he's like, "Well, there's this girl, man, Joanna Rae. She's really good, And I've heard that plenty of times. But I'm like, because there's always somebody that's like, "Oh, you got to meet this girl. She's just incredible." And you're like,
Yeah.
"Okay, that's cool." And I'm not about looks. I've never been about looks. It's having, first of all, tenacity. I will always go after tenacity and the willingness to do the work more than looks and more than talent, because tenacity will beat talent hands down every time. And there's a lot of people that put too much emphasis on, oh, well, she's got to be able to do runs like Whitney Houston. That's not true. If you have the talent, I mean, the tenacity to keep working at it, everybody can work on it. It's a tool. You have to use it. But anyway, yeah, when I first met her, I was just like, wow, she's cute. She's got a great song. But that second time, it just fit. She had the right attitude and the right everything. And when we started working together, is just look at her now. She's just
Mhm.
nominated for a song with collaboration with Raulito Navaira. Think of that. She came
Yep.
from she came from singing a song opening up for Sunny Sauceda with her friends in the audience, and now she's singing with Raulito.
It
Crazy.
was when I first met you, Joanne. It was like I was kind of starstruck because I first saw you and heard you on TikTok because I'm a big social media person. I love TikTok, and that's how I when I met you in Vegas at the Tejano Takeover by the pool. I think we were by the pool. Is when
Mhm.
I got to actually meet you. I was like, oh, that's that girl from TikTok. You know, God. So it's been really cool.
Oh, that
You
makes me
remember? I
happy.
mean, I was starstruck. I was like, oh my god, you know. And so it's been neat being on, being in the industry now as a podcaster and seeing you grow from when I first met you. And it's awesome. I think about your journey so far in your career, and I'm just like, wow, I'm still starstruck.
Fabian Peña says, hello, amigos,
Aw.
desde parte de los Arcos Hermanos Peña Oficial. Hey, Arcos, they're nominated
Woo.
as well. It's good to see
Yes.
them out here. Ford Luis, Muscle Luis 97, he says, what's up,
Awesome.
Joanna? How you doing? Hey, what's up? Absolutely love your journey always. Of course,
Mhm.
it's a great journey. It was really awesome. We had some,
Thank
with
you.
any journey, we've had some hiccups. We've had some, some things that are, and it's not because of, it's not self-inflicted, but no journey is easy. There's always going to be stumbling blocks in the way. There's always going to be things in the way, but we've always attacked it the same way with this thought of we can overcome it if we do it together. And that's really one of the things that I really appreciate about you, Joanna, is the fact that you're always striving to keep moving forward. I mean, I know you had a really a tough personal loss, and we were able to just step back and step away and give you time to heal. But when you were ready to rock and roll, you were like, "Let's do it," and that was really awesome to see. Mhm. Hilda Pena says, "Hello, Lawrence. Hey, how you doing, Hilda? Hello, Joanna Ray. Rick Phoenix Manso. Hey, what's up, brother?" He says,
Hi.
"Hello, Indio and friends. Happy New Year." Quit calling me, guys. You're not. I'm on the. Uh, that's just hard. Also, how are you doing, brother? Weren't we just talking just a minute ago? Tony, how are you doing, Tony? Our old drummer, Tony the man. And he says,
Yes.
Barbie chick, hello. Uh, let's see here. Where are we at? I'm trying to find where I'm at. Sorry. It's cold. I know it's cold. It's
Yes, it is.
really cold. It rained earlier today. It
It's
rained earlier.
constantly raining here.
Is it really? So
Yeah.
you're in Houston.
Yes.
How is it over there where you're at, Joanna?
Pretty dry. We don't get any of the snow or the fun or anything like that. Just the cold and the dry, and
Right
that's
now
it.
it's 30 degrees here in San Angelo with the feels like it's 26 degrees.
Mm-mm.
So it's very, 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 very cold.
Yes.
Hilda says that I've interviewed Joanna Ray before. Thank you, Hilda.
Yes, she has. Love her.
Zach says, Joanna!
Yes.
Zach, I don't know who Zach is, but hey, Zach, how you doing? No, but you've got a lot of stuff going on, girlfriend. You're constantly, moving forward and everything else. And one of the great things that's happened here recently is you've released an album. So tell me what's that like for you?
Yes.
Because when we first talked, album was nowhere in the future. It was just let's just get let's do something. It was never when we discussed it, it was always like, you know, what do we want to do? And you just this is the dream that you wanted to follow, but you wanted to be on stage, you wanted to sing songs, you had so many different things that you wanted to, but I don't think we talked about doing an album. And I know for those of y'all that know me or that don't know who I am, for me, I love helping people, but one of the realisms that we have to understand is I don't like putting somebody on stage who doesn't have a lot of their own music. And so, because then you're just a cover band. If you only have two or three songs that's yours, you're only a cover band. So, if
Yes.
you have an entire album, then it's your music that you're in. Yeah, everybody's going to do cover tunes. Everybody does, and they're really good at it. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. What I'm saying is, it has to be half and half your music and half somebody else's music, and you can make a great show that way. Always, always, always promote yourself, never somebody else. So what's it like with you now that you have this album out and we've crossed this threshold that we thought was just so insurmountable so far in the future?
Oh my gosh, well, it came so fast. I mean, I think, and the thing is, like, people spend like hours in the studio. And since we live so far away, I'm like
Mm.
4.5 hours from San Antonio. When I would go record, it'd be like spend a whole 2 days, knock 4 songs out in those whole 2 days, and then hope they sound good. Like, make sure that they sound good. If I have to go back, then we'll be there in another week. It was really hard, but it was so worth it. And I love it. It's just like you said, being able to play my music and seeing people get to know me through my music and even get to know my music because they even sing with me. They even dance to my music now. And I'm like, look, look, it makes me so happy.
Yeah, that was one of the real difficult parts because we don't live in San Antonio, so we have to drive down there, and having to sit there and tell. And Joanna works; she works a lot, and her schedule is crazy. It's just a super crazy schedule, and we're having to go early in the afternoon or in the morning, and then drive down there, and then we'll get there at like 1 o'clock, and we'll just stay there till like 1 o'clock in the morning, just over and over, singing the same song. And then when we get back, Joanna is back to her regular life, and I'm on the phone with Sevi, just going, "Okay, we got to do this. Well, let's cut that. Let's bend this. Let's shape that." And then it's like, "Okay, I'm gonna let her hear it. We're gonna see what she thinks." And then she's like, "Well, I want to do this," and then we have to go back, and then I mean, it's a process. It really is, and that's why I try to get people to understand music just isn't easy. I know there's a lot of YouTube videos out there. You can record your own album at home, just in your bedroom with a laptop and a microphone. That's a load of crap. You can't do that. Yes, you can, and technically you can, but for it to be any good, no, you can't. You cannot replace 30 years of experience in 20 YouTube videos. It just doesn't work. No matter
Mm-mm.
how hard you want it to, it just doesn't work. Arlie C says, "Hello, friends." Arlie, you need to contact me, sweetheart. I've been trying to get you back
Oh,
on the show. Tony says, "Congratulations, Joanna, on your recent nominations, and I hope you win.
thank you,
Vote."
thank you.
Just vote. She's also, yeah, let's see, what are
Yes.
you up for?
Vote.
The song of the year, entertainer of the year, and what else? Social artist.
Uh, Social artist. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we went to the Tejano Music Awards. You were nominated for the Tejano Music Awards this year. How was that like for you?
That was amazing. I was like literally, I was literally, I don't know. I couldn't believe it. Like being there and like walking the red carpet and doing interviews and taking pictures and it was so amazing. Like who am I, you know? I forget sometimes that I'm supposed to be like cool, calm, cool, and collected. Like I belong here. It's fine. But no, I still get starstruck. I still see everybody and I still look up to them a lot. I grew up with them. I listen to their music. So it's like, okay, girl, tone it down. You're an artist too.
I like the look you give sometimes when people want to come up and take pictures with you, and you're like, because like when it's kids, she's very good with kids. She's great with children, and I love it. Interacting with children is always the best because those are going to be the future fans, and you want to keep them involved because it's one of the things that we unfortunately it's bad for us is that we are not helping cultivate culture,
Mm.
the arts, music, and painting, and expression. Now it's become very formulaic for people, and that's the unfortunate part. But when kids get to be inspired by somebody who's singing, or who's drawing or painting or anything like that, I see that as a good thing. And to see these little kids come up there, she's very good with them. But the when you see it, people coming up to her, it's really funny. And I think one of the funniest parts was, or for me, one of the funniest things, she was talking to, I was talking to Stephanie Montiel, and she was there. And then Stephanie's like, "Hey, can we take a picture together?" And she's like, "Wait, wait, I was supposed to be asking you this." But it was just it was great seeing her. She was like, "Oh my god," she didn't know what to say. It was just wonderful to see
That's
that. So,
awesome. That's an awesome feeling right there.
yeah, it is. It was great to see her reaction that way. Is really good, and then also how everybody knows who she is. Artists
Hmm.
recognize her. You know, uh, um, we have this fun joke that we always play between us that you know I know I have everybody's number in my phone. I don't, but it's one of these. It's an inside joke, But anyway, Ford Luis says, "Hey Joanna, I'm glad you stay warm indoors due to the very cold weather. It's very arid where she lives in Midland. There's like in the Midland area, it is so barren out there. There's nothing out there. I'm super
Yeah.
proud of you, Joanna, and your nominations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's really really cool. What do your parents say, Joe? What do your parents say about your journey and where you are in your journey right now?
Oh, they love it. They love it, and I think they've seen the growth in me too. I remember, growing up, I always said I wanted to be a singer, but I never had
Mhm.
the drive that I do now. So I would always lack that kind of drive, and it was just never. I wanted it to happen, but I didn't know how to dedicate myself to it. So now they're seeing that I'm totally dedicated, I'm totally motivated, and they're just super proud of it. They sacrificed as much as I have, and they're growing with me and learning about me as like not a little girl anymore, but as an adult, and making sure that I'm running towards my goals. So I hope that I'm making them proud, and I can see that they're proud of me.
Oh
But
yeah.
it just makes me really happy to see them happy.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I can see that they're really proud of you because of the fact that they always ask me, what about this and what about that and what about this and what about that?" And I'm like, "We got it. You're good. We got it. Your daughter's in good hands. We got it." But that means that they're interested. That they care because I've dealt with other artists where they're you know I didn't even know that their parents were still alive. It's been that they've been that absent, and it's unfortunate. Success is nothing without somebody to share it with. That's
Yes.
Of course.
that's the truth. That's the way it is. It's unfortunate. Moniquita Parra. I don't. Did I say your name right? I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Moniquita Parra. Hello. Well, hello to you too.
Hi.
I don't know who that is. She says, "Congratulations, beautiful." There you go.
Thank you.
Yes, a very beautiful woman indeed. As a matter of fact, when she was being interviewed in Las Vegas, this is funny. She's being interviewed in Las Vegas on stage. Whole crowd of people there, people taking pictures, and they got their cell phones out because I don't know, they want to keep it for posterity. And the question is asked, "So you married?" And her head's just like, "I ain't got no ring on these fingers."
You said that?
I did.
That's hilarious.
Uh,
Oh, I
on a
know.
certain someone did not like that
I was
answer.
thinking that person was probably right there in the front.
Yeah, you're right. He was sitting right next to me. He was like,
Absolutely. Yes, yes. It was a
And he
joke.
was
It was
like,
a joke.
it was a hint, hint, probably.
"Better
Absolutely.
get your
I've been
hands
waiting
moving, boy."
long enough. I mean, I don't know what he's waiting for. I'm a catch. I'm just kidding.
Right, right. You ain't gonna find nothing better, girl.
For real.
It's not gonna get on special, I guarantee you.
Oh my god.
Mario, how are
Yeah,
you
I
doing,
heard.
brother? He says, "What's up, y'all?"
Good morning.
Hello. Yeah, I still hear
Yeah.
about it to this day. So
Oh, do you really? I did.
I
I'm sorry I
do.
brought it up.
Every
I'm
now and then.
sorry.
I would replay that video, that interview all the time on the TV.
Right? Just keep rewinding. Oh, you don't want to throw the trash, do you? I don't see no ring on this finger.
Especially when
Honey,
I'm
I need
mad. Just
some.
keep it on
Yeah,
replay.
Exactly.
right, right. What's that? You're not going to fill up my gas? I don't see no ring on this.
For real.
It is,
Yeah.
it is, it
Yeah.
is insane. And it's just, these, you know what? It's funny because the stories are the faces are different, but the stories are usually constantly the same. We I have a similar story with a lot of other artists and everything else. And when for those of y'all that are, follow me a lot, you'll hear similar stories. That I actually just thought of one that, with me and Pete Astudillo a couple of weeks ago when I was talking to him, it was similar. And it's crazy how long I've been in this business and seen all these things, and it people don't change really all that much. We are still pretty much the same. There's still things that motivate us, and it's really really cool. Now, one of the things this song, "No te aventajes de mí," um, I really really I think it's one of the it's like a cornerstone for you because of the fact that here you are. It's your first collaboration, and it's a collaboration with a legend, Tejano legend, in Raulito Navaira, a Grammy winner. And then along with him, for those of you that don't know, the backup vocals on that track are actually by the daughter, Destiny Navaira, as well.
Yeah.
So you're talking two vocal greats that are on this album. Tell me, Joanna, what's that like for you?
Incredible. I remember the day you told me, I was literally speechless. Because the thing is, Lawrence and Sevi had already had Ralito record his collaboration before they even told me about it. So I had never even heard the song. I didn't even know that this was happening. And the one that hasn't put a ring on it yet knew as well and never told me anything.
He shall be known as.
That's, that's forever his name now. He's got to get it tattooed on his forehead or something.
Yes, yes, yes. My boyfriend actually knew about it and he didn't tell me anything. He actually hit it really well and I didn't know how he did it because I pry, but I never questioned. And when Lawrence told me, I literally had nothing to say. I was like, like I could not even. I think a little squeal came out, and that was about it. Because it's incredible. They're incredibly talented. And then I finally got to meet Destiny and Raulito after the Tejano Music Awards. So when I met them, I was just completely thankful and grateful that God put them in my path, and I got to meet them. And they're so sweet and so humble. They were. It's incredible. I love it, and I love the song. It stays in my head forever.
Yeah, it was funny. Actually, the beginnings were when I interviewed Destiny, and actually Raulito came on the chat, and he was talking, and I kept bringing up this story when we were at Baby O's in Dallas, and we had this incident with Crown Royal, and but no, when he heard the music, this is a story. When he heard the song, heard her rendition of No Te Aventajes de Mí, which is a song that he wrote, and it was on the Sound Life album for Emilio Navaira. When he heard it, uh, Sevi asked him, "What do you think?" And he's like, "I don't like it." And so that was kind of a scary thing because he said, "I want to sing the part." And we were like, "Of course, yeah, do it, dude, go for it." And so he volunteered his vocals to do it. And Destiny, was all for it because he hadn't been in the recording studio for forever. And for him to get back in there, she was so happy. And so she was just like equally as excited for the song because, he was motivated to do it. And it's his song. It's Raulito's song. He was the one that sang it. It wasn't Emilio. And he for me, I knew the song. And that's one of the things that we had talked about, all the time. And anyway, it was wonderful to see it. And Joanna did a great job on it. Sevi did an excellent job on mastering and everything else because to master two vocals the way we did it, it was really hard. We actually had to have her come back in and sing a couple of other parts just a little bit. But aside from that, it's her vocals the first time she laid down her vocals. That's how good she is. Not
Mhm.
a lot of people can do that, but Joanna did. And so kudos to you. Awesome. Vivian
Thank
Chavez says,
you.
"Congratulations, Joanna, on your nomination. Hola, mi amigo Lawrence and Dio. How are you doing, Vivian? Thank you so very much for joining
Thank
us, sweetheart."
you.
Moniquita says, yo, I'm crying over here. Can't put a finger on it or put a ring on the finger. He's going to beat me up when he sees me next time. I tell you, he's going to punch
Oh, I know.
me.
I'm gonna walk out of this room here in a little bit. He's gonna be like, really?
He's Paul Sanchez. Hey, what's up, Lawrence? How are you doing, Joanna? Hey, Paul. How are you doing, brother? Nice to see you out here, man. Stay warm. Alfredo the Loon Meskin says, congratulations on your nominations. Hey,
Thank
congratulations,
you.
brother, man. And I'm so glad that you are doing what you're doing. And you know what? Just going a little off kilter, Allie, who is his granddaughter,
Yes.
she's got a quinceanera.
Oh,
Are you serious? I met her when she was like 12, and now she's got a. I remember way back,
I
man,
better get my
way
invite. I
back.
better get my invite.
I gotta start wearing my glasses like this. Okay, we're gonna be done. I feel so old, man. Oh my god. So, no, well, anything you need for her, I will be glad to do. What is that? Not a
Padrino?
padrino. There you. I was gonna say compadre. Padrino. Yeah.
compadre.
So, hey, I speak of the lingo sometimes. You know. No, hello, good evening, Imelda de la Cerda. I don't know who that is. So, oh, hey, look, my cousin's here. Sonia says, "What are y'all speaking of? What song are y'all speaking of?" Well, I will tell you. So I made this little video. It's kind of like a lyric video for her, and it's called "No Te Avantajes de Mí," written by the one and
Woo.
only Raulito Navaira. It is with the vocals of Joanna Rae and Dusty Navaira. This is "No Te Avantajes de Mí" from Joanna Rae on her new album, and go ahead and check it out. We'll be right back after this.
No te gusta como soy, que mis modos no te hacen feliz, que la manera en que te amo no es suficiente para ti. Mis amigas me dicen tonta porque hago todo para ti. No te aventajes de mí, no sabes qué bien la tienes. No te aventajes de mí, porque entonces sí me pierdes. No te aproveches más. I love you, baby. No te gusta como soy, que mis modos no te hacen feliz, que la manera en que te amo no es suficiente para ti. Mis amigos me dicen tonto porque hago todo para ti. No te aventajes de mí, no sabes qué bien la tienes. No te aventajes de mí, porque entonces sí me pierdes. No te aventajes de mí, no sabes qué bien la tienes. No te aventajes de mí, porque entonces sí me pierdes. Puro Sebi. I love you, baby.
I love you. Raulito's the best, man. I love him to death. Yeah. So,
No.
Yeah, Moniquita says, "Wow, that's a very unique song." Yeah, the Peña
Oh,
says, "Yes,
thank
it's a beautiful
you.
song." Alfredo says, "That's great music." Sonia says, "I totally love the song." See, there you go. Awesome,
Oh, I'm so glad you love it.
Tony. Yo, that collaboration single is good, I guess. Oh, fire,
Fire.
fire, 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 fire. Yeah, there you go. Vivian Chavez says, "Great vocals and loves the song." See, it's really really great, awesome, awesome. It works so well. You should be so proud of yourself, Joanna. I know I'm proud of you, just to say
Thank
you're my
you.
friend, and she's been in my house.
Oh.
So uh, uh, now what do you got going on now?
So now, besides working on music on the side, we're getting ready for our show on January 18th, which is coming up really fast.
Yeah, it's a couple weeks away. We got a tour that we're putting together called the Lone Star Ladies Tour. I know Joanna's only 20 years old, and ladies is a word for an older woman, but it's got a ring to it. This is what I told her. It's got a ring to it,
I
girl.
love it. I
Lone
love
Star
it.
Lady sounds good. It's not. I wasn't saying Lone Star old ladies. I didn't say Lone Star old viejitas. I said Lone Star ladies. It's got a la 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 good ring to it.
Honestly, when I first saw it, my first brain like went to the Lone Star Rally, which is all motorcycles. So I thought about like Lone Star ladies of the motorcycle. So that's what I thought. But no, I love it. I love it.
Hmm. And
Yes.
to be honest with you, one of the things is that uh, trying to get gigs for new artists like Joanna and like Jenny B and like
Yeah.
Madison Pulido and all these other people that I've helped
Yeah.
before. Uh, it is very trying, and it is very very humbling, I think, because of the fact that you get a lot of no's. And it's not because the talent isn't there. It has nothing to do with their talent
Right.
or their ability. It has everything to do with not knowing
Yeah.
who they are, or not familiar with their music or their pool or how people like them or not.
Hmm.
And I finally said, forget it, man. Let's just do it ourselves. Just
Hmm.
and I actually take it from Jimmy Gonzalez. I had a club here in San Angelo where we could put, like, I don't know, like 1,200 people in the club. It's a big club. It was 2 stories. And one one year, Jimmy, he's like, "Hey, Lawrence, man, I want to come down to the club." And I'm like, "Jimmy, I'm not gonna," because Jimmy at the time, he's like something insane. I don't remember. It's like $14,000 or something like that. I was like, "Jimmy, I'm not gonna pay you that. I'm not. The club makes enough money without a band. I don't need a band to make that much money." And he's like, "Well, I'll tell you what, I'll do it for the door." And I was like, "So you're just gonna come whatever you make at the door?" And he's like, "Yeah, just make sure that you spend this much money on advertisement." And I was like, "Bet." And so he came down on his own money, on his own dime. All I did was guarantee that I was going to spend $3,000 on advertisement. And let me tell you something, he packed it. The man made a ton of money because he believed in himself, in his band, in his music, and his fans. And if I think we have to start saying, you know what, I'm not going to let people designate where I can and can't play. Now
Hmm.
we need to start teaching our fans that we will go there and we're going to give them the best show that they could possibly get. You've got Joanna Rae who sings these beautiful ballads, these beautiful songs, this angelic voice, and then you've got the fire and brimstone that Jenny B brings along. Are you kidding me? It's a great show, and it's wonderful. And the musicians that we have uh, with Joanna Rae's band are just. Tell us about your musicians, Joanna Rae, while I read these messages. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They're incredible. They really, when I'm telling you we play everything, we literally play everything. we can go from like country to tejano to rock to I don't know salsa. What else have we done? Like a lot of different things. That's what I love about it. We're versatile, and whatever you want us to can try, or we can show you a different side of um, the band, a different side of me, because it's like I'm trying everything right now because I'm like, nothing's off limits right now. I get to decide what I want to sing and what we want to do, and together as a band, and when we have the same kind of passion and the same drive, so it just all fits together.
And most definitely, she's also we're also bringing in a young female with us. I mean, it's one of the things that Joanna has always shown. It's always wonderful because Joanna knows the struggle. And I'm not
Mhm.
speaking for you, Joanna. I'm sorry if you want me if you want to go ahead and finish the thought. But what I was
Oh,
trying to
you're
bring up was the fact that you've always tried to help out people. Every time that we've had a show somewhere, Joanna always wants an artist from that show helping us out, opening up for us. She wanted somebody from because she headlined in Fort Stockton in the rodeo, and she wanted somebody local to come and perform. Unfortunately, the young man, he wasn't able to get there. I think he couldn't get his band together or something. I don't remember. But she's always wanting somebody local that wants to follow this dream to give them a shot
Right.
because she just wants to pay it back. But this young female, she's just starting out in her musical career. She's just starting out. um, she's rough around the edges, but that's how we start, right? And but to get a chance on stage with an accomplished band is not an opportunity a lot of people get,
Hmm.
and to take advantage of that is pretty awesome, and for somebody to give you a chance that way. Because I back in the day, I know you know this too, Patricia. Back in the day, the bands, if you screwed up, you didn't see that guy anymore. They would get rid of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, they but to give somebody a chance, an opportunity, to grow, to learn, that's awesome.
Mhm.
That is that is a character trait that not a lot of people have because they don't want to chance it. But I
I
think it's
think also
wonderful.
the promoters nowadays are more open minded than they were back then as well, and the promoters are willing to give chances now to a lot of the up and coming artists, and I think they're also seeing the change in the industry where it's really female driven right now with young female driven artists right now. The ladies are, I don't want to say taking over, but they are. We're here. Hello.
Well, I will tell you this, and this is what I never understood. And just understanding just the particulars of the industry, just seeing it for face value, and not being any way, shape, form, or fashion trying to be snide or anything. But um, I know a lot of guys who would rather see a girl on stage than watch a bunch of sweaty old dudes on stage. I guarantee you. I would rather see a beautiful woman up there singing, telling me that she loves me, than some fat old dude in a girdle telling me that he loves me. I'm going with the chick. Okay,
Right?
so
And the one that doesn't have a ring on it.
yeah, the one that ain't got no ring on that finger. Patricia, you're going to get us in
I know.
trouble. Norma Salazar, she says,
I'm
hello. Hey,
helping her
how are
out.
you
I'm
doing,
helping
Norma?
her out.
I'm switching. I'm switching. Tony says, is that tour passing through San Angelo? Yes, it is. We just haven't confirmed any times yet. So as soon as we do, we'll post them up there. Vivian Chavez says, Lone Star Ladies, her amazing title. I'm trying to
Yeah.
divert as much as possible. Just get past this one. We all matter, mi amigo. Yes, we all do. Yes, thank you so very much, Vivian. Mike Gonzalez. Hey, Mike, how you doing, brother? Good evening. We were just talking about
Hello.
you. Were just talking about your dad and
Yeah, we
how
were.
awesome he is and everything else. And that's the way you handle business. That's when you know you're somebody. When you can sit there and say, "Just give me the door. I'll take the door." And he did, and that was just amazing. That's awesome. So young and giving others up, an up and coming artist a chance. Very, very true. That's what I'm saying. She didn't have to. She doesn't have to. She doesn't have to do that. but she
That
does
shows
do
her
that.
heart as well.
Correct. Yeah, correct. And
Well,
yeah, it's wonderful. Hey, by the way, Mike, give me a call so that way you can come back on the show, man. We need to talk about your things. You're doing a lot of moving and shaking and everything else, and that's really awesome. But yeah, I've just through the years I've learned a lot from a lot of people and everything else. There's certain things that I take and certain things you leave behind. It's like a bowl of apples. That's what I tell you. A lot of these advice is always a bowl of apples. You can take the ones you like and leave the other ones behind. But to see that in Joanna is really amazing and awesome. It's inspirational. We learn from each other.
It,
We should be learning from each other and
yeah.
everything else. And so it's really good. Now let me tell you, the first song that she ever wrote, because she writes a majority of her own music, and the first song that she ever wrote, the first song I ever heard from her, was a very good song. It's structurally very good. Where did you record it at, Joanna?
in Dallas with Chris
Hmm.
Almiron.
And it's a good song. I mean, it's a very catchy tune. I really liked it. The only thing is, it's just that it sounds so much better live. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Don't get mad. But when we play it live, it really comes to life, and that's one of the things that I think. It was funny because after we recorded the second song, um, Sevi and I we were talking and everything else, and Sevi's like, we gotta get her on stage, man. And I was like, okay. And then he's like, let's just throw her in the fire. And so we invited her to go out to, what was the name of the place? Uh,
Timeless.
Jaime's place. Yeah, Jaime's place. And we knew the band that was performing. And uh, uh, I went and told them, hey, she's here. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay. So we sat down and, we have our drinks at the table, and Jaime's place is outdoor place and everything else. And we're sitting there and we're just talking and everything else. And then the lead singer goes, so we got a very special person, Joanna Rae, out in the crowd, and we want her to come up and sing with us. And we're talking, and I'm like, they're calling you. And she's like, huh? And I'm like, they're asking for you, woman. She's like, why are they asking me for me? I was like, get up and sing. But she got up there and she sang, and that was really awesome. But the really awesome part about, well, interesting part about that was, not only did she sing really well, but then she's like, I gotta get a band now, because she was bit. She's just like, it's so different from singing with tracks. And so she's like, I want a band. And I was like, but yeah, it
Mhm.
was, what did you think when we put you in that position? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
I was definitely caught off guard. I had just recorded my second song. I was just getting to know Sevi and getting in the process of everything. So when they're like, "Yeah, come up and sing," and I'm like, "What do I sing? Like, what do I do?" But no, it ended up really good, and I really did. I fell in love with having a band, and that's the kind of sound that I wanted from there. It just now it's totally different, and now when I'm singing with tracks, I'm like, well, I don't really like it. I kind of want the drums in the background. I need something.
Yeah, and then also it's funny because the whole day, the only thing that she was proud about was that she was wearing these heels and it weren't hurting her feet. And she's like,
That's
I
one
haven't
thing
done it.
about I am not
Yeah.
a heel person. I will, oh my gosh, I suffer through it so much. I'm more of a Converse flat footed person. So when I have to wear the heels, it's very special because I suffer through it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So, but I just thought it was really interesting because you were like, "Oh my gosh, my heels," and I was like, "They're calling you." But I wore heels all day, and I can. They're calling you. Hey, TDK says hello, and he says, "Hey, can I get a shout out from Joanna Rae?"
Yes, shout out to TDK, the most awesome Tejano dance king in the entire area. He's amazing. Oh my gosh, I could watch his videos all day. Just watching him dance is amazing.
Patricia.
Oh
I didn't say nothing. It
Oh, he
wasn't me.
knows. He knows. got some moves too, sweetheart. I got moves too.
Yeah, you
You
do.
do, you
I
do.
know
I've been
you.
watching your videos too. I
Yeah,
see you.
And I do them in heels. I love me some heels because I'm only 4'8", so I
yeah.
learned to dance in heels.
Yeah. Oh my
It was
goodness. Pass
hilarious.
that on to me. I need that.
It was hilarious. We went to an award show, Patricia and I, and then we went to go get something to eat. And then I said, you know what, sweetheart, why don't you go change? Because she was wearing this beautiful ball gown. And I was like, why don't you go change and meet me at my hotel room and we'll just eat there? And she's like, okay. And I was, I went to the bathroom, refreshed myself and everything else. And she shows up and she's in these fuzzy slippers, these pink slippers. She's everything she wears is pink. And these fuzzy pink slippers. You see that. And uh, she was tiny. And I was
And I'm
like,
wearing my pink Barbie socks too.
oh, wow. TDK says I was watching via TikTok, but my messages were being ignored. It's just because for some reason, I was having issues today. Hopefully,
Yeah.
that'll be taken care of next time, and so you'll be able to see it on TikTok and see it correctly. But I don't know why it was. I haven't been able to get it. Michelle Ann, how are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so very much for joining us. She says hello, Indio, Lawrence, and Joanna Rae,
Hello.
and Barbie. How are you doing, sweetheart? Thank you so very much. Now I'm on YouTube. Same thing. Indio is gonna make me get on Facebook. I'm not. I can see you, bro. So that's the two times I've seen Joanna Rae. She was wearing heels. Uh, she does wear heels. I didn't say she doesn't, but we always have shoes for her in the car or in the truck, wherever she's at. Because no, bro. Mm-mm. And now she's turning into another Monica Saldivar. She's always wanted me to take her to freaking Taco Palenque.
Taco Palenque. I
I
already knew where you were
know.
going with that because
Yes,
I love it
yes.
too.
I'm like, oh,
I
and
love
That's
it
where
too.
it's at. You
Mhm.
have to go there.
and you
Listen,
know
it was
what?
good.
I took her there the last time, and the reason I wasn't able to introduce her, like formally introduce her to Raulito, was because we went to Taco Palenque after the awards, and I freaking had an allergic reaction. I'm allergic to onions and peppers,
Yes.
and I freaking walked. By the time I got there, I was like a freaking pirate. My eye was all swollen up, and I couldn't see out of my eye, and so I had to go to the hotel room and just crash out because I was feeling horrible. So no, Taco Palenque is not good. Michelle is laughing. Thank you so much, laughing at my pain. That's really nice. Thanks for the shout out. I didn't see Barbie Chick. Saludos. No Crocs today. She does have Crocs on. What do you mean you didn't see her? She's right there, bro.
Wearing my Crocs.
My boy, Gavino Perez. How are you doing, brother? Thank you so very much.
Gavino.
He says hello, hello, hello. And so, yeah, that's cool. Um, so let's go ahead and take a listen to this, Como Te Sientes, because this is the first song that she has. This song was on her EP, and we went ahead and added it onto her album as well. And I think the deal is it's good to see because of the fact that even when she first started out, you could see the talent that was there. The talent was always there. She just she just needed a little push.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. So it goes like this.
Baby, tengo algo que decir sobre tú y sobre mí. Vas a pensar que estoy loca, pero no voy a mentir. ¿Recuerdas cómo te miré ayer? Ya ves, sabes muy bien. Nunca pensé que podría sentirme así. Nunca pensé que alguien podría hacerme sonreír. Pero aquí estoy bailando como una estrella en el cielo. que tu corazón esté conmigo. Necesito saber cómo te sientes. A ver, dime. Cuando nos besamos, cuando nos abrazamos, cuando estamos juntos, cuando estamos hablando, dime cómo te sientes, cómo te sientes. Creo que estoy enamorada, que podría ser el indicado. Sé que sueña loca, no ha pasado mucho tiempo, para mí no es una ilusión. ¿Crees que soy para ti? Sé que lo ves en mí. Tome mi mano, me amas y te amo. Hagamos una cosa de amor, cosa de amor. A ver, dime, ¿cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo te sientes?
Yay! That's a great song. I mean, it's catchy. It's a catchy tune. When we play it live, it's got I don't know. It's just a little different. I'm not saying it's bad.
Mhm.
It's just different. That's all. And I really do like it. And I like all of that. There's been some people that have been trying to get a hold of me. They're sending me private messages because they haven't been able to add messages on there. So I do apologize to each and every one of you that haven't been able to send in your messages, and I haven't been able to get it. But one of them is Bumper. Bumper says, "Good evening, all. Hope all is safe and warm. What's up, Joanna Rae? How are you doing?" And hi, Bumper. Sorry, Bumper. I didn't mean to. I just saw it just now. It's like,
Did
oh,
we accidentally block him?
all right. Do we actually didn't kick him out? No, I didn't.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Vivian says, "Great song, Joanna." And what is the name of that song?
¿Cómo te sientes?
Yeah, ¿Cómo te sientes? Of course. Rick Valderrama says, "Hola, hey, how are you doing, my brother? How are you, man?" And you know what? His song, he's got this beautiful song that he did for his brother called "Hermanito
Yes.
Mío," and it's really an awesome song. I really enjoyed helping out with the music video, and I'm sorry, brother, that my involvement didn't get you nominated. Just I don't know if it did or not. Don't ask, I was just playing. Don't listen to me. But good luck with the song. I know it's a great song, and it comes from the right place. That's what it is. So Hilda Pena, nice, slow. So I don't know what that means. Oh, very nice song. I think that's what she says.
Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, it was really good. And you know what? She shared a funny story with me. What did your friend think you were singing? The little girl.
The part where it was a lot of my niece and a lot of her friends came over because they were doing her birthday get together downtown. Well, I recorded it in Dallas. So one of her little friends thought when I was saying "A ver, dime," she thought I was saying "I met a demon," and I was like, "No, that's not what I'm saying at all."
I met a demon. I met a demon. ¿Crees que soy para ti? I met a demon. That's funny. I love
She
that
didn't know
song.
any
Says
Spanish,
Gabino.
so
Hey, with the jewel from New Mexico is here with us. Kiana Huerta. Hello. Hello,
hello.
sweetheart. Hey, Kiana, what did you do with your hair, girlfriend? Why did you cut it? Not cool. I love long hair. That's why I'm asking. I don't know if you know this, but only females that are related to me are allowed to cut my hair or touch my hair. Rather, that's part of my heritage thing. People think that's weird, but it is. So anyway, sorry. You've got this show going on, this tour going on. You've got a lot of stuff
Mhm.
going on, but you've also you're you're prepping for another album. You want to do another album. This album that you just released now is all about women empowerment. It is about, it's not your typical women empowerment. That's a different thing too, because of the fact that it's more about you are, you are enough, which is
Mhm.
a very great statement that people need to understand. But what's the are you going to have a theme for your next album, or what is your thought process for your next one?
Yes, so I actually want to do something surrounding love and friends. So I already have a name for it. I want to make sure and bring a lot of people in that I know are talented, and it's like you said earlier, I love to like spread all the love for Tejano music and spread all the talent. So it's like this album, I really want to focus on getting together with other artists and kind of picking their brain a little bit and creating something magical with them. That's what I want to do with this new one. I'm really excited about it. I know you already know I have a lot of people in mind. So,
Oh no, I mean that's the whole part now is just trying to find the real essence of who you are. I mean, right now we opened up, your eyes to the possibility of what is possible. Now we need to just manage what is probable, and go from there. Because a lot of things, it is good to have goals. It is good to have dreams. We have to be, we have to be very cognizant of those things. And I think that's where a lot of people they fail. It's like diets. All diets fail because they're so rigid. Rigidity does not happen. There has to be fluidity. That you cannot stop immediately everything. There are very few people that can do that. Most people just they need a slow progression into getting there. And when you're dealing with other people, that's the biggest hurdle. We cannot say we failed because we did not do, when our success is dependent on other people helping us. You
mhm,
know, if in order for us to be successful, we have to count on other people to do their part, we cannot say we failed. We have to work together. That's why you hear me all the time say the only way for us to level up is together.
together. Mhm.
It's the only way. It's the only way that we're going to be able to do this, because no man is an island. There is no man that is an island, and there is no one person that represents everyone.
mhm,
Does not happen. No one group represents everyone. The world, the period of absolutes is one of the things that I always try to be careful with, because a lot of people speak in absolutes, and that's incorrect. When I mean by absolutes is like when somebody tells me everybody knows that. Really? I'm part of everybody, and I didn't know that.
Right?
Because they don't. Everybody's calling me. There's 24 hours in the day, 110,000 people living in San Angelo. So that means that you had to get a call every, what, point zero 0.09 seconds? Maybe not everybody was calling you, but
mhm,
those are absolutes. And so we have to give ourselves some freedom to breathe. It's okay. Life happens. It's okay. Life happens. And we'll be happier for it. Trust me. I just nearly took my finger off yesterday. I was in the hospital, and the nurse was like, "Okay, they put that 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 skin, that like the skin glue,
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
and I didn't know it's supposed to burn." And then he put it on. He goes, "You feel anything?" I was like, "Other parts of my body hurt way more than this." Hmm. And yanks it off. Right? He pulls it off, and then puts it again. And then he's like, "Anything?" Nah. And it's still bleeding. And he's like, "Well, we're probably going to have stitches and stuff." And then he pulls it off again. And he's like, "You still don't feel nothing?" I was like, "Nah, bro." And then he tries it the third time. And the doctor's like, "Try it one more time and we'll see." And he walks out and we're talking. I don't even know what we were talking about. And then I was like, "Hey, that's hot." He goes, "Okay, you feel it." So it was like a wartime. I was like, "Holy crap!" But apparently, I mean, I didn't know, but it really is hot. So don't cut yourself because that stuff hot. That's burns. But TDK says, "I can't believe the video for Hermanito Milo didn't get nominated. I understand the other ones not get other nominated." Oh, are you saying my other videos suck? Thank you. No, there is a reason it didn't qualify, and I don't want to. I really don't know why, but apparently it doesn't qualify for that deal, according to them. Vic Martinez, hi, I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Thank you very much, Vic. And I did get your music, and I'm playing it right now. It's on the air. You can listen to it, and it'll be there. Don't block me. I'll make a fake account. I'm not going. Yes, sir, says Sonia. Thank you so very much. Debbie, how are you doing? Can't wait to hear what's next. Uh,
Hello.
you know what? There's another one that I want to play. David Vela, by the way, he says hello, Indio. David Vela, Oakland is watching. Oh yeah, the Oakland is watching. One of the ones that I did want to play, and I wanted to set it up for you because of the fact that this is a song that she wrote that she brought to me, and she said, "Lawrence, this is the one that I want to record for sure." And this is the one that we took the most time on, and it's not because of the fact that she had issues with it, but it's because we wanted to get it right. And let me tell you, uh, this is very personal for her, as it was explained to me. And it's a beautiful song. It's a wonderful sentiment. And this is one of the songs that when we play, when we perform, people sing it back to her. And it's a wonderful message. You know what I'm talking about, Joanna. So go ahead and take it from here.
So this song I like to call my baby because it was the first one I recorded with Sebi, and it was also the most personal to me. It was really just inspired when I was in my lowest point in life, and I finally was able to find myself again, and basically telling myself that remember who you are. You are loved. You're adored. You're perfect. You're a child of God, and you're never going to lose that love. And that was something that I had to repeat to myself over and over again when I thought that I was just not enough. So Soy Ella was born, and I think it can be a testament to a lot of women or just people in general that are struggling right now. If you just keep telling yourself to remember who you are and you are everything you need and you are enough, then you can do it. You can take over the world if you want. You can completely change your life because you're that amazing. So that's a message
Mhm.
I wanted to spread with it.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful message. It's a very true message, and it's not often said. One of the things that, because I had a very tumultuous relationship with my father, but one of the things that I always wished my father said that I say to my son all the time is, "You are enough." We don't hear that enough, and we should. And I hope that those of you that listen to me, those of you that follow me, that you hear that from me, because I say it as often as I can. But I really thank you, Joanna, for sharing this with us because this song is a beautiful song, and if you really pay attention to the lyrics, you will know why it's so special. So let's go ahead and take a listen to Soya, the very first song that I ever helped. I didn't do anything other than just help. I held the water. I think that's what I did. For Soya with Joanna Rae.
Tanto tiempo que perdí con el peso del mundo sobre mí. El dolor y tus palabras las creí cuando
Beautiful, beautifully song. I love that song. It's a beautiful song. Great sentiment. And she actually surprised me when we went to shoot that music video because her hair was longer and she showed up with bangs and I was like, "What'd you do, girl?"
I
It
was just
was
thinking about it, watching all these videos. Like, I went through so many looks in 2 years. It's insane.
yes,
That was what, 2 years ago?
yeah.
Was that okay?
Uh-huh.
I have a question. Have you ever thought about redoing that song like a cappella?
Oh
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't give her any ideas.
I love the lyrics. I do. I do. I do. I do. I do. But I just feel like I don't know. I feel like it maybe was too busy with all the music, and I just want to hear your voice sing it emotionally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely something that we could look into. I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah.
just as a guitar. As a matter of fact,
You see, and there's your guitar guy right there. I mean, come on.
Put it on the list, the to-do list.
right?
I'll be the producer.
Hilda says, "Hey, beautiful, so proud of all you have and continue to accomplish."
Oh,
Vicky
thank
V, by the way,
you.
Vicky V, I do apologize, Vicky. She said hello earlier today, and I
Hi,
skipped over
Vicky.
it. Vicky V says, "A beautiful
Thank
song."
you.
Thank you so very much, Vicky. I do appreciate you, sweetheart. Alfredo says, "A beautiful song as well." Hand claps from
Thank
Rick
you.
Valderrama, the main man himself. David Vela says, "So emotional and a beautiful song."
Yes. Yes.
Vivian
Thank you.
says, "So a beautiful song and so true that women are special in every way." Joanna, God bless you,
Thank
and
you.
it is very very true. Debbie Morra, she's also setting up her claps and everything else. And Barbie, you know this about me. I hold women in high esteem because of
Oh
the
yeah.
accomplishments they have. Uh, uh, we tend to in this world, I don't know why. Well, I do. It's more of a machismo thing. But women have the power beyond all things. We kind of we overlook the flaws that men have. You
Mhm.
know, I especially like with this election that happened just not too long ago. They were like, "Oh, what about war? Every war has been started by a guy." you know Women haven't started wars. Just saying, in general, women, they have not a man walks this planet without a woman.
Mhm.
And where we fail is when we do not recognize everyone that is essential. That's where we fail, because we need everyone. It is easy to overlook the one that is constant. It is easy to overlook the one that is always there. It is easy to overlook the one that is always helping you.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with what we do. It is hard to take a step back and say, you know what, this person has. That's why we have the parable of the prodigal son. You know, the the one that went off. He spent all of his money and ended up super poor and everything else. And when he came back, they were going to kill the fatted calf. And he's like, "Hey, I was here the whole time." But the point is just that everyone deserves to be accepted, but we shouldn't be ignoring those that are here for us all the time.
Mhm.
And usually that's the mom, that's the
Yeah.
sister, that's the brother, that's the whoever it is, and usually it's the females, the wives, the girlfriends, and everyone else. But we can change that by doing it day by day. Wake up in the morning and say, "Today it's not going to happen. That's not going to be a thing for me today."
Mhm.
And so that's how we fix it. That's how we change it. I know I'm just one person, and I know sometimes it sounds like I'm preaching, but I'm not. I'm just saying this is the way I live my life. I try to do the best that I can. Who am I? Just some guy from Vancouver, Texas. You know, that's all. That's the very best that I could possibly be. But I'm me. And so I'm good enough for me. My mom likes me. Well, she sort of likes me.
Thank you.
So I don't know. That's okay, right? So anyway, but yeah, it's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful sentiment, and I think I think the one thing is it's beautiful. A lot of women can identify with it, but it's not just women. Men too. We can identify with the fact that we know what it's like to feel wrong, to not feel wanted, to not realize what's special about us. There's a lot of special things. And, that's why I say thank you, Joanna, for sharing that. That's wonderful. And, Ricky B says, so true. Very, very true. Uh, Ricky Duran, hey, Ricky, how you doing today? He says, church, and we're going to pass out the, right now because it's what helped Gilligan get off the island.
Here we go.
my cousin, she's like shaking my head. It's like, you are you, Laura Dio. That's great. Yes, I'm just me. I could never be anybody else other than myself. And who can I be? But I try to be the very best version of me that I could possibly be. And sometimes it's not enough, but it's enough for me. So what can I do? But just an interesting point on making that video. And I brought it up because when she was doing the music video, I mean, she was doing an interview not too long ago. I mentioned it when we were making that angry scene from her. It took us hours. This woman laughed through the whole entire thing. I was like, please get
Well,
mad. She's like, I can't help it.
in my defense, where we were shooting was really quiet, and he said, "Just yell, just scream at the top of your lungs." And I'm like, by myself.
It's,
So it was just funny every time I came out, and then when I was crying, it was drying too fast, and yeah.
it was, and then the envelopes that he's throwing. That's her boyfriend, by the way.
I saw that. I looked up at him and did a little grin. I saw that. I caught that.
Well, those are our letters. Those are my letters, right? And then he starts reading them. He's like, "You gotta. The people are sending you money, man." I was like,
No wonder you wanted to bust out laughing.
I don't know. It was just weird, but we try to have as much fun as we can when we do these things because it can be labor intensive.
Yeah.
I think we did it until like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. We were
I
filming.
think it was like 3. We didn't get home till almost 5 because we still drove home to
Mhm.
Midland. So
Yeah, it was a long time, but it was there's a method to the madness, and if you really pay attention to the video, it's dark at the beginning. It's dark and vulnerable, and then when the lyrics change right after the first chorus, the lyrics change into something more hopeful. That's why it's more bright, and that's why you see her change. At first she's not dressed up, she's just wearing a robe, and she's crying and she's disheveled, and then in the end she's dressed up and she's leaving this cage that she's been held at, and so
Right.
she's moving out. And so that was the whole purpose of that scene. So a beautiful song, and I really did like it. I've got one more to share with you. This one's Su Mujer. Her friends from work actually participated in this one, which was really fun and entertaining. And I loved it. So do you have anything to say about this music video, Joanna?
oh, this music video was so much fun. I remember all of my friends were for it, but nobody wanted to play the other woman. And I was like, come on, guys, like this is the best part. And so I texted my sister-in-law and I was like, hey, you want to play this real quick? And she's like, yeah. And this was the morning of. So I am so thankful that she wanted to play the other woman because nobody else wanted to.
Mm-mm.
But it was fun. It was really fun.
Yeah, and she was like, "You want me to do what?" It was wonderful. So let's take a look. This is another music video from Joanna Rae, and this is called Su Mujer. Like this.
Dime por qué andas tú con mi marido.
Vete ya, nunca vuelvas, no vuelvas a buscarlo.
Yo soy su mujer.
Porque si vuelves a buscarlo y llego yo a encontrarlo,
No responderé, te avisé. Sabor. No responderé, te avisé.
Yay! You know, an interesting fact. Did you know that up until like 2 years ago, the United States were the only ones that had solo cups? Yeah,
What do you mean?
yeah. Most other countries don't have solo cups. They don't have plastic cups like that. Throwaway cups. We are such in our own gluttony that we throw away plastic cups. Other countries don't. They
We
don't
are a
partake in
wasteful
that.
country.
Yes, we are. They don't partake in that. So that's
Aw.
the song Red Solo Cup. It was very popular here in the United States, but it didn't hardly do anything because people didn't know what the hell we were talking about. Because they don't have solo cups there. It's really interesting how divisive we are. You know, stovetop stuffing only in the United States. It's not you cannot sell it in any other country. Only here. Did you know that?
They're not missing anything.
But do you know why? Because
Probably what it's
some
made
of
of, preservatives, probably.
some of the preservatives that are in
Yeah.
there are against the law. It's toxic.
Yeah.
But hey, put it in our food because we like the turkey that way. We want to kill her.
I'd rather do homemade.
Yeah, it's very very true. And you know what? I suffer from some digestive problems, and I remember the doctor. He was like, you know, do you think that something that you ate soon or whatever? And I was like, dude, I was in the military, man. And he's like, I don't follow. And I was like, we had MREs. He goes, I still don't follow. MREs have a shelf life of 95 years.
Mm.
That cannot be good for you. And when you're eating that every day for years on end, it's going to have some effect on your body. So you don't eat MREs because it's going
I can
to
see
be
that.
bad. Debbie says, too many chemicals in America. FDA doesn't regulate like other countries do, sadly. Actually, FDA does regulate them, but because there's some loopholes that companies can go through, a lot of these rules are taken away from regulatory businesses because we don't want big government, and so companies can actually sidestep it. It's like what is it called? The bath salts, the fake cocaine that they
Mhm.
sell. There's been like 72 different versions of it because it's a chemical compound. Once you make it illegal, they just change a couple of ingredients on it and it's legal again
Mm.
instead of actually having the force to make it all illegal. But we don't see that side of it. We only see the complaint side of it as opposed to the actual. Sorry, it's the lesson of the day. Pick up a book and read. So no. So Jenny B, why Jenny B? Why work with Jenny B?
Because she's amazing. That's one of my favorite things about this Lone Star Ladies tour is it's two upcoming artists coming together and working together and putting on a show for fans. And that's my favorite part because we're both I support her so much. I think she's incredibly talented. Her show is amazing. She has the moves, she has everything. I'm inspired by her so much. So I think it's awesome. I think it's going to be a great show. It's just you can't ask for anything better. I mean, I love the support that we give each other. It's important.
I honestly, just from my own perspective, and I know it's skewed. I know I have a favorable perception because I'm helping both of these females out. But for me, the reason I like it so much is this: first, you have a very much a Vegas kind of show from Jenny B.
Yeah.
lots of movement, lots of entertainment, lots of interaction and everything else, which is really, really great, and great vocals and everything else. And then you get with Joanna Rae, and the versatility and the vocal quality that you get with Joanna Rae. I'll tell you this. I was actually talking to someone, and I mentioned how we were having issues with a certain song, and that person jumped on me and says, "No, you do not talk about Joanna Rae hitting a pitch. I know she's hitting the pitch correctly." And I was like, "No, that's not what I said. I said it's a song she was doing with a track. It's a totally different song." Okay, because her songs are spot on, bro. And I was like, "Hey, I'm on her side here, dude. What the hell?" But people in the business, we have we have our own little fans. Love them, but there's a lot of stuff that fans would not gonna everything. On our side, your side, music side, you know what it takes to get good clean. I can tell you, because I've been in the systems for so long. I can tell you it's good. So, so that's what I'm trying to say. But anyway, yes, you have that quality that you have, and the versatility. Once you hear the songs, you're gonna have the song that's killer. I love it. It's really exciting. I mean, it's really awesome. So, let's see here. Uh, Hello. Hey guys, how's it going? It says, "Hey guys, we've been on vacation for 2 weeks and we're back. So who's your first guest? Who you gonna? Is it me?" No, just kidding. Why would they want to talk to me? I don't have anything to say. Like I've been talking this whole time. But anyway, so Joanna, as far as next step, we've got. I know we've been talking about trying to get this music video for No Te Aventajes de Mi, and
Yes.
it's been hard pressed. We've had that, but uh, performance at the Tejano Mundial.
Yay!
You know, that's the thing that we've
Yes,
been.
I'm so excited.
What's it say? I see the connection now between Joanna Ray and Ginny B. It's Indio had a blonde, but they're both very talented young ladies. No, I'm just a conduit. They are doing everything themselves. I just try to facilitate an ability. That's it. Um, their talent is their talent. That's all. I believe in them because they have the drive, they have the talent. Just like I believe in Barbie here. Barbie and I, we've been ever since we first met, we've been cohorts together, and I support her 100%, and Barbie knows that. And just like the other females that I've helped, and the males as well. I mean, Rick Valderrama and I mean, I stay at Rick's house when I'm in town, and so I just for me, I believe in their ability, and I believe in who they are. Ali will also be performing at Tejano Mundial. That is going to be
Aw.
awesome.
Yay!
She's got her band. By the way, all of them are under the age of 15, and
That's
that's
amazing.
that's incredible. So that means that we really got to kick some butt. just, just like, oh great, this 15-year-old just made me look like crap.
Right? They're gonna kill y'all.
Her vocal ability, though, oh my goodness, she's amazing.
Well, I mean, you know what? That's the wonderful part of what we do. You know, uh, I've never compared myself to anyone, and I've never said that I was ever anyone. But I enjoy being around people that have talent, just because I enjoy being around people. Period. And when you know I just like having fun. And, when I'm hanging out, we're hanging out. And, Patricia, you know that we've had dinners that lasted 3 hours and we're just sitting there just laughing about everything. Cause
Yeah, and there's no one else like NDO. No one else.
I've just, but anyway, uh, 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 for more information, you know what? Let's go ahead and give you the opportunity to say your thanks, your shout outs, and everything else, Joanna. It'll just be you. We're gonna go ahead and drop out. It'll be you, okay?
Hi, everyone. I am so excited and so grateful that all of you are tuning in. I want to thank my entire Joanna Rae team for keeping me going, keeping me motivated. DJ and Dio, Barbie, thank you so much for having me. Thank you to my family and all the families that have been tuning in. I do this for you guys, and y'all are growing with me. So we're on this journey together, and I'm so excited for the future and what we have coming forward. Again, follow me on all my music pages, Joanna Rae Music. I would love to get to know all of you, and hopefully you'll get to catch me soon, and I'm going to get to meet in person.
Wow, that was fast. Hold on. I'm trying to answer some questions over here, and you're like, "Hurry up!"
Sorry. I get real, like, I don't know. I get excited and I start talking fast.
Yeah. Belia Williams says our rising start from the small community of Cayanosa. You know what? I've
Oh,
been to
yay!
Cayanosa, and it is small. It is very
Absolutely.
small.
Absolutely.
I was like, holy mackerel, this place is really small. Um, how many people live there?
Like two, not maybe, not even 200. I don't know.
Well, you know what? And I can say that, okay? So it's not that I'm being mean or anything else. It's for a reason because I can sit there and I can say this. Um, m- where she's from is small, but Joanna Ray had no idea when we were traveling to San Antonio that every time we would go to San Antonio, we were passing through Vancourt, Texas. That we passed through Vancourt every time. She didn't. We would pass through it. She just never knew that we were passing through it. It's
Uh-huh.
that small. It is literally a post office and an old dilapidated cotton gin.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's it.
I
That,
didn't
and
think there was any smaller than Kainosa.
Yeah, well, that's how small I was. I mean, Vancourt, Texas, total population 11, 563,000 chickens, 2,365 sheep, and 16,345 goats. Salut. So,
I won't lie though, I'm very proud of my little town. When you grow up in a really small town like that, you learn a lot of things, and I was a
Yeah.
different person. So I learned how to shoot. I was mudding all the time in my little go kart. I wasn't afraid of anything. It's just the little country girl in me. She will never die. She's still inside. I love to do all those things still.
wow. So, if you want to get a hold of Joanna Ray, you want to get some more information, she's got some merch as well. You can go ahead and go to her one and only website. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, took forever. Website. There you go.
Yay!
Joanna Ray's website. Yes, it's www.joannarae.com. My cousin, she's laughing. She's like, ha ha ha. Alfredo says, all of you are awesome. Yes, it is true. Cayanosa is tiny, but Vancourt is even
Mhm.
smaller than Cayanosa. And I did live out there in Walnut Mountain, stepping on them frogs and chasing after chickens and eating all kinds of grub. Now, actually, you know what? I worked very hard on trying to hide my West Texas accent, mostly because of the fact that people didn't they wouldn't believe that I actually was the tech. I've written a lot of programs. I was a very accomplished programmer, and people just didn't believe it because I had a really thick accent. So I worked with a vocal coach so that way I could not sound like a West Texas hick. But when I am really, really tired, and Joanna's here to witness, when I'm so tired, I just can't help it. It just comes out. And one time, Joanna's like, I don't understand what you're saying.
I thought he was playing. I thought he was doing like his accents, the way he usually plays around, but he was not. He
No,
was so serious.
yes, it comes out. It's there, and it's funny because it's the same thing with Michael Salgado. Michael Salgado's got a West Texas accent just like mine, so it's pretty funny. So anyway, let's see real quick. Alfredo says, "Ali, you're awesome." TDK says 15. I thought she was Ali was 13. Well, y'all got your work cut out for you. Thank you so very much for the vote of confidence, TDK. That's really awesome. For I would love to see Ali performing at the Hana Mundial, which is awesome and fun. Yes, it is, and I hope to see you there, brother. Thank you so very much. Debbie Morra says, "Oh goodness," and Kayanosa is tiny. Yes, of course. Sonia, I do. I remember that good old place. Yes, Sonia. She was from Eden, Texas. She was my cousin. We used to go visit her. She is my cousin. We used to go over there all the time. Guys, thank you so, thank you so very much for being here today. Joanna Rae, thank you so very much for spending some time with us. I tried to get Ginny B on here, but she unfortunately wasn't able to make it. She had other things that she had to attend to. Um, and but be on the lookout for the Lone Star Ladies tour. It'll be heading your way. Actually, we'll be in that area right now. I haven't solidified it, but hopefully in the middle of summer we'll be over there at Kema Boardwalk, there in your
Kima,
area.
Yay.
Kema Boardwalk.
Kima.
Kema Boardwalk. It's Kema because it's actually an indigenous word, but it's okay because y'all can spell it. Y'all can say it all white.
Us Southerners call it Kima.
Y'all can say it all white like now. That's okay. That's just like when people say it's Milwaukee. No, it's Milwaukee, and they're like, what?
Oh Lord.
Or her name was Sacagawea. No, it's not. It's Saskatchewan. And the what? Yeah. So
Huh?
yeah, the real name. Her name was never Sacagawea. It was Saskatchewan. That's what the name is. But you know, people they have to shorten it up. I got a question for you. If because a lot of people sit there and say, "Wow, you're just hitting on names." Why do we call it Mexico if it's got an X, not a J?
Mexico.
Just saying. Let's see here. Alfredo says she just turned 14, and Debbie says we are so alike. No wonder we clicked when we met. Soldier, it nerd, soldier, and it nerd, IT nerd.
IT nerd.
Yes, this is correct, sweetheart. This is very correct. I am an IT nerd and a soldier. Rio Rodriguez, Rick Rodriguez, sorry, Tejano TV, Tejano on the to the bone in the
Hello.
house, Tejano to the bone. Thank you so very much, guys, for joining us. Tejano TV as well. Be checking it out. Be sure you support. The only way for us to get together, or rather raise up, is together. That's the only way we can level up. Debbie says, "Can't wait to see you perform. You need to bring her to
Nashville.
Nashville. Nashville,
Mm-hmm.
we have actually we had some contacts in Nashville. We talked about it, but we'll see what we can do. We definitely want to broaden our perspective of where we can go, but you have to understand that her schedule is extremely busy, and I'm not putting it on her. Don't get that wrong. It's just that we have to accommodate her, and in doing that, there's certain things that we have to be real here. Life does happen, but if we get the opportunity, don't worry about it. We're going to jump on it. Trust me, we will.
Oh yeah.
Most definitely. Papuchi, saludos desde Cuba hasta Texas. Feliz noche y bendiciones. I see. I was speaking it so good. Mira, nomás I was like our original. All I need is just like chips and salsa, and I'll be like complete.
Well,
Papuchi, thank you so very much for joining us. Congratulations on your nomination, brother, and also on your music. And we need to get you on the show, man. We need to get you on the show, definitely. All the useful trivia. If I ever win on a TV show, I will owe it all to you, Indio. Thank you. Well, I'm glad that you have it. By the way, the Gulf of Mexico was named the Gulf of Mexico in 1540 by Spain. So people that say, "Well, it was America's," no, it wasn't. United States didn't exist until the 1700s, so that's like 200 years away. So get it right. Learn, read a book. So just just so you know. I mean, if you have any other questions, I'm here to answer. Thank you so very much, each and every one of you. I do appreciate you. Barbie, do you have anything coming up? Sorry.
No, just I will be out Saturday for the Houston Texans and Los Angeles Chargers playoff game. It's this Saturday at 3:30, and a big congratulations to Bobby Polillo that will
We'll
be
do that.
playing at the halftime show in Houston, Texas for this game. Wow,
Yes.
congratulations. I'm so excited
Yeah.
to see that.
Yeah, whenever you have an artist that comes from us to be in that, we should celebrate it.
Yes.
Uh, I know I have some really interesting Bobby Pulido stories that I'd love to share with you all one day. I won't share them today, but
So I'm excited for that. I'm excited.
yeah, and I'm excited for him too. Congratulations, Bobby Pulido. You deserve it, brother.
Yes.
Keep going strong. I know he's retiring. I know he's starting to work on doing his, his working on his record company. And I know his dad is kind of helping him with that. And it's really wonderful to have, just for him to accomplish what he has accomplished and moving forward and trying to do something else. So
Yes.
good luck for you. And
Definitely gonna be a
if
historical
there's
moment.
yeah,
I
if
think so.
there's anything that we can do, then most definitely we are here for you. Good luck to the Texans because they're from Texas. I'm not a fan of the Texans, but I'm not a hater either. I mean, it's a wonderful accomplishment. It's just like his second year for the quarterback, right? The quarterback, it's his second year.
Stroud?
Yeah,
Yes.
his his second year. So I mean, wow. I mean, that's pretty awesome. That's the same thing that
Great kid.
Dak Prescott did. But people are like, oh, he sucks and everything else, even though he's broken all these records and everything else. But he still makes millions. TDK, this. Oh, I already said that. Vivian says, "Have a great night, Indy Yo and Barbie and Joanna. God bless. Thank you so very much, Vivian, for joining us. I
Oh,
really do appreciate you, sweetheart. Debbie Morra, have a great night, all. Thank you so very much. TDK says, I'm not gonna even use Google anymore. I'm just calling Indy Yo. Call me, brother, because I'll tell you where Google is wrong. No, just kidding. I thought Bobby was going into politics. I don't know. Is he? I don't. You
that
know
would be
what?
cool.
You know what? The only two requirements for the United States president is that he has to be 35 years old and born in the United States. And like for a judgmentship, you have to be born in the United States and 30 years old. You don't even have to have a law degree.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I did pass the law exam. I passed the bar.
Oh wow. I
Yes,
did not know that.
mhm, passed the bar. I was like 22, 23 when I did it. Niner,
Alfredo. Oh.
Niner Empire will be watching from the couch. Are you kidding me? I've been watching from the couch since like the third week of the season. We were 3-7. Yeah, the 10th game of the season. We were so far out. But I will tell you this: when the Cowboys were 1-14 or 15 rather, the only game they won, and they won like 30-31 to 20 something. They beat the Washington Redskins, and that's the year that the Washington Redskins went to the Super Bowl and won. I think that's what he said. Well, if he said he's going into politics, I wonder what he's going to run on.
Oh
Um,
man.
it's kind of hard to sit there, and I mean, I think that's kind of why I kind of I'm suspect of people that are actors and singers and all this other stuff going into politics because that's been their whole life. So how do you have a good understanding of what people go through when all your life has been circled and controlled by other entities, especially from that era, because record companies controlled everything you did. You know, actors from the 50s and 60s, you know, and this is just trivia for those of y'all that want to know. I don't know if I don't even know why I bring it up, but I think it's one of the facts that they weren't allowed to drink actors that were signed to MGM Graham and all these United Artists and all of that, they weren't allowed to drink in public. So the way they would get drunk was through alcohol enemas.
Ew.
Hmm.
What?
So the thing is this, you get drunk. The reason it takes you 2 or 3 beers to get drunk is because when you drink it, it goes through your liver. Your liver is a filter. But if you take an enema, there's nothing, there's no barrier. So you put 3 shots, you're gonna be loaded.
I never thought we would be talking about this on our show. Never in a million years.
What is
Never.
going on? How did we get here?
I was just telling you.
I was just talking about drinking the normal way and watching some football this Saturday.
Well, there you go. There you
No
go.
enemas for me.
I just totally destroyed our TV. Totally destroyed our podcast.
Right.
And Alfredo says, I think that's what he said. Yes, that's what I said. No, just he was talking about Bobby. Anyway, thank you so very much, guys. I do appreciate you. Joanna, have a safe day. Stay warm, and we'll see you when we see
Both
you.
of you guys.
And
I'll see you in Kima. I'll see you in Kima.
yeah, when we sign it, we will get there and we'll be there. Thank you so very much to each and every one of you guys. I really do appreciate you.
Thank y'all so much
And
for
if-
having me.
You bet, sweetie. And please come back anytime.
Absolutely.
And I know we've been silly and everything else, and I took it on a different tangent, and I shouldn't have. But I apologize for those of y'all if I offended you. But just remember that if you had a bad day today, if today was not your day, just remember that every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. Be kind to each other. Be human. And with that being said, we'll see you next time. Hasta luego. Thank you so very much, Barbie. Love you. Bye, mija. Love you too. And we'll see you. We're going to end off with, once again, No te aventajes de mí. And that video, some of the videos is just stuff that I've taken of her in the studio and on stage and all this other places back in the day. I just kind of wanted to add that in there for, I don't know, just because. Go like this.
No te gusta como soy, que mis modos no te hacen feliz, que la manera en que te amo no es suficiente para ti. Mis amigas me dicen tonta porque hago todo para ti. No te aventajes de mí, no sabes qué bien la tienes. No te aventajes de mí, porque entonces sí me pierdes.
No te aproveches más. I love you, babe. No te gusta como soy, que mis modos no te hacen feliz, que la manera en que te amo no es suficiente para ti. Mis amigos me dicen tonto porque hago todo para ti.
No te aventajes